Penny. Penny, look. Penny. Okay, go. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome today to our video on Moon as the Atmakaraka in your eighth house. Okay. So, what happens when Moon as the Atmakaraka it goes into the eighth house of your birth chart? And as always, if you do not know if you have this particular position, what sign it's in, what nakshatra it's in, along with all your astrological details, check out the links here, Astrology.com, where you'll find my books, reports, consultations, and link to my academy, Maga Vedic Astrology Academy, where you will find my course on Nandi Nadi, and Astu, and especially wristwatch and wealth course, which is now the #1 course there. Now, oh boy, I don't know if you guys can see. There's a big wasp on the wall. Yo. Yeah, talk about eighth house sting. Instead of a scorpion, I have a flying scorpion here. I might have to go inside, and it's raining too. Oh my god. Do they have a nest? I'm seeing something. Anyway, so Moon in the eighth house is Atmakaraka. So Atmakaraka, as you know, is a planet with the highest degree, closest to the 30th degree point. And we do not include Rahu Ketu. We don't talk about Uranus, Neptune, Pluto as Atmakarakas. Okay. It's only the main 7 physical bodies that we see in the sky. So Moon, when it's closest to the 30th degree point, it shows, what this person is, but mainly what their unfinished soul's desire is, right? Soul has many desires, but the two main one is the position of the sun and the position of your Atmakaraka. So here, in the eighth house, and it can different for male and female. Okay, because you got to understand, women are especially more mindful, where men are more, physical. Women are more psychologically ruled, where men are more physically ruled. So one thing you will see with the Atmakaraka, that a person tends to learn their lesson by dealing with quite a bit of conspiracies and controversies around them. Their understanding of life has to come through dealing with, events where a person kind of has to go inwards a lot. Person has to retreat in themselves a lot. This is the type of position where you will see such people. The best way to explain it is like if they hear about somebody getting married, okay? They will be ecstatic. They will be like, wow, this is amazing. This is great. What do you want? How can I help you? And then what happens is, especially when nighttime comes, right? Because moon really comes out at nighttime, they would be crying a river about their own marriage or their own life not having a partner. So there is a difference in day and night. Literally, physically, you can see day and night, they're two different people. In daytime, they would be another person. In nighttime, they would be another person. And specifically, with the eighth house moon, one of your big lessons comes through either dealing with psychological patterns of the mother and learning from those patterns, including dealing with emergencies related to the mother a lot. Dealing with, a lot of fluctuations within the life of the mother. And especially when moon is in this place, you can also see that mother would have dealt with some form of trauma from her own father. And not only her own father, but also from her in laws. And like I said about the whole thing of conspiracies and controversies, like her mother may also get blamed. Now, could be real blame, could be, uh, you know, false blames on an individual, but they do come in, and if they're going to be right or wrong for this, we really have to see how what relation moon is making with other planets. On the other hand, and this is especially what I just described is more for like women, and especially if you see like a woman with moon in the eighth is extremely sensitive to even your face expressions. Like if you give them a wrong face expression, they might take that as some flaw in themselves, even though you just kind of like had a fly come by and you made this look. They'll take it the wrong way. So that sensitivity is there, of like a woman with this particular moon literally needs to be nurtured by their partner, nourished by their partner, and always motivating this person. The thing is, because moon is the Atmakaraka here, you will see that eventually your pattern of your lesson becomes about going through such psychological, games and issues in your life where you now have to help others to come out of the same situation. And this is why, especially with females, you will see they can make excellent psychologist, psychiatrist, even sex therapists, because their job as the Atmakarka is to understand the deep hidden need of an individual, right? Like especially if, let's say, talk about now, it might be very common, but imagine in 90s and 80s a couple going in India to for sex therapy, for intimacy therapy. Unheard of. Okay, you had to become your own psychologist and psychiatrist or simply toughen up and deal with things. But now it's like the options have increased. And of course, with moon in the eighth, as your responsibility, okay, you have to deal with the sadness of the spouse's family. You will see the type of family you will go into. A lot of times, maybe mother in law cries a lot. Mother in law is depressed. Mother in law feels down. And now your job is to kind of become that band aid because you have learned enough lessons, right? If you got married between 25, 35, you have had 25 years of lessons of this moon on how to deal with these particular type of situation. So now on the other hand, if let's say a man has this, they're kind of like very strongly self-motivated. Like these people, these men with these particular moon will be kind of like extreme go-getters. Extreme go-getters to a point of being some kind of like some kind of a pathic. There'll be some form of apathic. Like nothing can loosen their determination. Now, yeah, if you have planets like Rahu, Ketu, Saturn involved, then those can dramatically shift a whole lot of things because we're simply here talking about moon itself. And this is why I said it affects less with the men, more with the women, because men are more physical oriented. Okay, They're more action, where females are more receptive to words, feelings, and communications and the touch. So here, when the moon is in the eighth, they become extremely competitive. And yes, this can work for both men and women, but we have to also see. I mean, my experience. Okay, I don't know what the books are saying. I don't care what articles are saying, what books are saying, what classical book says. I'm just, when I do a reading, whatever I see, that's what I have to go by. That's all. Okay. So based on that, we see that this person will take on any challenge, because the mind is able to go to the darkest spot. See, the thing is, even in early in childhood, for even a boy to have this moon, they go in such dark places, kind of like Batman, right? What's going on? What are you doing? Oh my god. What's wrong, Rambo? Did the kitty bite you? Hmm? Did the kitty bite you? Of course. Yeah. She's there somewhere. Okay. So where was I? I just lost my train of thought. I was talking about yeah. So like Batman, right? They deal with such darkness that anything else that comes in as they grow older and older, they're like, okay, what is it? Let's go. Come on. I'm ready. Okay. This is where such a person, you know, and usually you will see nowadays, I've actually seen women also working for like defense. Their sole desire is to protect behind the scenes. Like, I've seen women work in defense, men work in defense, especially connected with cybersecurity, R&D. Like, for example, Raytheon, Lockheed Martin. You would think that, oh, how come they're working there? But no, that's the place their moon works the best, is to dealing with protection, which is Mars, because it's the house of Mars, but doing it in a very sneaky and very secretive manner. Like here, Moon deals with secrecy. Moon will deal with rituals. Okay, although rituals are really the fifth house, but this is the seed, right? So the Atmakaraka here is the seed and the sprouting seed of dealing with secrecy, including rituals, and they manifest themselves in the fifth house. You know, just like fifth house also becomes the rituals of someone passing away as well. But this is where these two things that definitely have to be separated, of how men and women will think, because you can't say, if let's say a girl is looking at potential boyfriend's chart, moon is in the eighth house, oh my god, they're going to get depressed a lot, they're going to be very moody, this and that. No, they can actually be completely opposite. They can be like just some go-getter CEO of some company, and yeah, they actually may not even have so much of like, you know intuitive feelings, unless of course moon there is somehow then gets connected with Jupiter. That would be a different story. Oh, come on. Now she's biting me. Ow. She's scratching me. Hey, you kitty, where are you at? Okay, anyway, please don't scratch me. So again, I just keep looking at it. Can you stop going after his tail, please? Okay, so we were talking about, again, I lost my train of thought again. These guys are just distracting me. Oh my god, please don't. Oh god, oh god. Okay, you kitty. You're cute, but you gotta relax. I gotta finish my video, okay? Here's a kitty. Kitty, kitty. Hmm. Ow, ow, ow. Okay, okay, go, go, go. Oh. So, as we were saying, like, let's say, female's looking at a man with moon in the 8th house, it's going to give you different results versus if you see women with the moon in the 8th house. And that too, again, the intensity of it is going to differ when there's other planets there, especially when you have the nodes. They're going to make the biggest difference in how certain things I've seen. And yes, even in practical area, I've seen where childhood of men with this wasn't easy at all. Okay, but it's the makeup of our genes and DNA that kind of separates us of how we deal with this energy of the moon. Okay. So anyway, guys, this is my analysis of moon as the Atmakaraka and the 8th house. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below so you don't miss these type of videos. If you want to know all about your moon and your horoscope and chart, check out the links here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye. I've got to she's gonna jump the fence, so I've gotta go.